Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, the Mad World, and we're currently trying to get claims on Norway so we can found our own Werewolf Kingdom. It never stops being stupid. Alright, so when we left off, what did we do? Not really very much. We're still trying to find a good way to actually get the claims on Norway. And right now, I've just actually hired a new Chancellor, if we wait for him to get here. This guy here, who was apparently a pirate. Yeah, his name. He is going to be our new Chancellor. 21 diplomacy there is much better than the current guy we've got. We've only got 15 diplomacy. Now, although it says 100% chance yearly, that's just 100% chance of it firing yearly. If you exceed that, there's just a chance it will happen sooner, because it's just on a mean time to happen, rather than it being guaranteed. So when it says 100%, it's not actually 100%. It's a weird system they've got it. Anyway, what have we got claims on already? It's their capital, right? Yeah. Thendra Mirror. Let's put him on the province next door then. And let's just slowly get Norway, I suppose, over time. Now, the other way I speculate we could do that is by joining Lucifer's own society here. We can go ahead and possess the Pope with an evil demon, or, you know, even move our own cardinal on the College of Cardinals there. If we've got a cardinal candidate, we do. We could rig the election with the guy we've possessed, work him up to the title of Pope, and then that Pope will obviously be our, you know, demonic servant, essentially, which will allow us to gain claims whenever we want. Unlimited amount of claims for free. Because he can't say no, because he's our servant. So, that's my plan. And that's actually what I've used a lot in sort of Iron Man mode, because it's pretty much the easiest way to get kingdom level claims if you're just a duke or something like that. So, that's the idea. What do we want to do until then? Because we can't actually join Lucifer's Own or the Children of Muspel unless we get a Vice and an Impious trait. Now, what are we missing? We've got a Vice, we just need an Impious trait, so let me just refresh my memory here. What have we got then? Cynical, Bad Priest, Hedonist, Cannibal, Impaler, or Drunkard. Out of all of those, easiest to get is Cynical. And it's actually the only one that doesn't clash with anything we've got already. So we do need to switch over to Scholarship as soon as possible. We've got to wait a year. Okay, that's fine. Kill off a year. We can do many things till then. Don't want to lose Gregarious, not particularly. Anyway, let's look at our retinues a second. Now, I have a feeling we've probably got... Oh, nope, no more room. Okay, sure. Is that really the size we've got? 2,000 men? Doesn't seem very much at all. The Pope has sent an emissary with a particular request. The emissary explains that the clergy has been very involved with the hospital in Lombardy as of late. A fair compensation is expected to be paid. I mean, he already likes us. Plus 100. I'm going to say no, because I'd prefer that gold myself for claims, obviously. Strange Man approaches and tells you he wants to buy mistletoe. Sure, you can have my mistletoe. And we already got a claim there. 900 gold. This is exactly the one to keep my own gold there. Wow, 900 gold for a single county. That's expensive. Now, obviously, it's based off your monthly income, but we do have a pretty high monthly income right now, plus 73 gold per month. So, this is going to be an expensive time. In fact, he did that so quickly, we can't even move him. So, we have to wait till November now before we can shift into the next province. We could try and leave him around to get the duchy claim. However, this, I think, is part of the de jure duchy, isn't it? Yeah, so unfortunately, we can't do that because that counts as a king level title right now. We could potentially get these duchies, though. So, you know, like Hordaland here, Vestfold. We can still get those. So the next one we'll be moving to that has an actual duchy. Oh, Imperial Decadence was reduced. Good work, Frederick. That has an actual duchy we can claim. We'll just leave him there until we get the duchy level title to save us. It's just to stop, you know, having to move him around constantly. Let's get him over to, let's get him down here then in Hordaland. That's going to give us the Duchy of Vestland it there. And that's most of this western province. It's like it's named after that or something. Could we actually get that claim from the Pope? He's going to say no, isn't he? Because he's not way too much of a base reluctance there because he likes the King of Norway way too much. Yeah, unfortunately not. Why don't we host a summer fair while we got some downtime here and increase our prosperity a bit, see what events we get out of it. There's not a huge amount that's valuable for us anymore, unfortunately. We still can't switch. Oh, right, it's 20th of October, right. I knew it was this year, but... Oh, my mission drive has been a success. Now the Pope really likes us, eh? Back to 100 again? How about now, Pope? You want to give us Norway now? No? Well, looks like demons are coming for you, my friend. Now, what else can we join if we can't do that? Children of Muspel, again, it's the Nordic equivalent. It's exactly the same society, just one's got Lucifer above the door, the other one has Muspel above the door. So, it doesn't really matter either way. We'll stick with the Lucifer zone, though, just because we are in a Christian world. The moon has been growing full during the past couple of nights, and your restlessness growing. Oh, shit. Decrease your control. Please don't kill anyone important. You run through the night seeking prey, you eventually find it, and pouncing, tearing, slashing, gouging, all while howling like a wolf you are. It's a bit rude. Killed a cow. Oh well. Martial +2 temporarily, that's fine. You can accidentally kill your courtiers. Obviously, we can be found out as well. Maybe being a werewolf is too dangerous. This is exactly why we need to found our own kingdom as soon as possible. A stranger man approaches you and tells you he's ready to buy an item. Wormwood. Absolutely. I wonder if those ingredients play a part in the trade society in that case. I wonder if we can use them with the artisans and things like that. Again, I need to check out the recipes for that mod. Master Trader. Hey, nice one. Stewardship +4. I do like that that trait actually centralizes it on stewardship rather than just gives you a stewardship buff. So it's taking from elsewhere. It's a nice feature. It's a good balance. Well, this guy's been doing a lot of trading, eh? So please agree with me by voting on the council. Yeah, alright, why not? Go for it. Now, what's our heir like? I don't remember. This first heir is really bad. Our second heir is pretty good, isn't he? Yeah, much, much better. He's apparently... His childhood focus is seduction. At least according to that picture. I'm not a big fan of that, I'll be honest with you. We need to, like, disinherit. That's the word I'm looking for. This son. If we're a duke, we need 1,000 prestige. And we need an adult child that is more suitable. So, obviously, Rhino. We'll disinherit the other guy first. Odin Netto. I forgot I called him Odin Netto. Alright. It's just not appropriate, is it? Search for a smith, finally. Is this going to work this time? An emissary from the Pope has arrived in our court. According to the emissary, the Pope is concerned about our employment of heathens. I mean... Fuck off. He's a really good diplomat, so absolutely not. Unless you're going to provide a decent alternative. There we go. That's why my wife's in Constantinople. So again, we're not getting much monthly tech gain out of it because we are pretty much on their level, but we are going to get those random tech point buffs. Hard to tell what we got those things. We've already got a decent amount of tech points built up there. Awesome. Alright, so let's actually switch over to scholarship now. Seeing as we are past October, let's get that cynical trait. We'll build our observatory. I'm interested if they've added anything else to this event chain, because this is sort of the most, assuming you're not playing with the satanic societies and the supernatural events turned on, this is kind of the most magical sort of bit conspiracy you can get with CK2 is this event chain, so we'll see what we can get out of it. Ideally, we need cynical more than anything else. We lost trait humble, which is fine. Do we want to invest some gold here? Is that guy still not fabricating claims? It's still 100%, so really it's just a case of waiting. We've got a high chance. One major epidemic. Oh, shit. Right, yeah, no, that's happening. Right. No, I mean, I remembered. That's fine. Nothing to worry about. Oh, God, build the hospital. One day? What the hell's happened there? Oh, right, we've got a guy with 25... Yeah, minus 62% build speed, and I assume we've also got, some shipments as well has probably helped out. Spices shipment. We can actually use a lot of these shipments now we're not playing the Game of Thrones. But look at that. Autonomy tech points +2. That's awesome. What else is buffing up our build speed then? Oh, I suppose our state stewardship is 70. Huh. Well, there we go. Alright. Let's, we might even take out some money to help build up this hospital a little bit. I can't afford some affairs right now. Go away. That's some affair. Never actually happened, did it? Oh, well, never mind. Okay. Wonder what strange things I will discover. Me too, my friend. Why is that green? Oh. Because it's out of the realm. It got inherited. I thought it was a weird map glitch there. No, it's just part of this guy down here. The Zarid Sultanate. Sure. Where is that Black Death? How far away? Do I have it set to deadly? Oh, God. Am I going to regret that? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, what have I done? Alright. Okay, it's fine. Nothing to worry about. Please build the hospital faster. We're not going to be able to afford 2,000 gold by the time it gets here, I don't think. So what's the next best thing? 4%, 2%. Oh, God. 2%, 2%. We can't take out a loan. Because when we get decimated by the plague, our province is going to take so long to recover after that I have a feeling we won't be able to pay it off before the time to pay it off comes around, if that makes sense. Borrow from a private bank? What is that going to do for us? Let's not worry about it. You know what? Let's just wait and see. We might just be able to do it. It's not like our monthly balance is low. Plus, we've apparently got people offering to buy our herbs for ridiculous prices. We don't want to be prospering. That's really bad. Disease resistance minus 15%. What disease resistance have we got right now? 25% total. That's really bad. Okay, well, it looks like we're just going to have to shut the gates and hope death themselves doesn't turn up in the capital. Magic education, obviously. Now, Rhino the Elephant should be fine. Health plus 10. Also, you know, pretty valuable to consider when we've got to fight off the plague. We're actually, I think, at the most risk here. Unless the werewolf helps fight off diseases as well. It's not like our children are at any risk, seeing as they're all gods. Wait, veteran wizard, misguided warrior? How did you do that? Martial lady? I don't know how that's happened. Let's not worry about it. Wife, come home. Don't stand in Constantinople when it's full of the plague. Although it doesn't matter, because she's a god, I suppose. She can just laugh it off. Even so, I need you here to heal me if I suffer. How do the staffs move, or is there something strange out there? So this is the one we want to pick for the cynical trait, so let's absolutely go with that. This is going to lead us down the Necronomicon route, which might have a different effect, seeing as, you know, there's actual demons and dragons and monsters in this. I hope we'll be friends. I hope we'll be friends before we all die horribly of the plague. Oh god, it's here. Oh shit, we're so close to being able to get separated wards as well. Come on, come on. I mean, we could just shut the gates preemptively, I guess. Slam it shut. Who cares about abandoning the commoners? Oh god, here we go. It's here. India ravaged by the plague. Have mercy. My court physician informs you that Brother Raffaello is suffering from the current epidemic. Brother Raffaello? No, he's not. He has camp fever, you liar. He can stay. The plague, however... Right, well, we want to probably stop our retinues reinforcing as well, just because they're going to constantly die to the plague, then reinforce, then die to the plague, and it's just going to cost us a fortune that we can't really afford. Let's resign you as well. I'm feeling generous. Oh, God. Oh, God, it's everywhere. The disease resistance is working, though, so we got that going for us, which is nice. A little bit more gold. We're inheriting counties because our vassals are probably dropping down dead. 30% chance of getting diligent. That'd be very, very useful for educating our kids, just because it helps out with their, helps out with your wards a lot. Come on, please. Boom. And paranoid as well. Pretty good, actually. Paranoid is a good trait to have. Oh god, it's already here. Is it worth upgrading this? Honestly, yeah, it'd be useful for the future. It's expensive, but why not, eh? Meat shipment. Local revoltress -1. Morale of armies plus 20%. No one touches my meat. One night at dinner, you accidentally drop a piece of meat on the floor. A small dog runs up and snatches it before you can grab it. Enraged, without thinking, you draw your sword and jump at the dog, skewering it. Oh no! Guan Neremi Tikyanarian. I feel like I got that correct. Is horrified, as you have just killed his favorite dog. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Jute Rhino, the wizard, the elephant, the wolf, the dog skewerer. Make sure you pronounce that properly, otherwise it's going to sound really odd. I must move forward with my research. It's not like we can do anything else. We can't exactly go for a nice walk in the park amongst all the bodies. Oh god, the Pale Rider. Now there is a chance we can actually face death themselves, as in the physical manifestation of the Grim Reaper. Ooh, we got this good event for our son. As Odinetto grows older, I feel like I can do everything in my power to aid his growth. There are some spells I could cast to make him stronger, but they come at a cost. Should share my magical knowledge. We lose 4 learning. He gains erudite. We gain 0 health. He gains the same amount of health. He gains brawny. Okay, so I assume that splits the difference between our health. So if we've got more health than him, we can give it to him. We can pass it on, essentially. That's pretty cool. But he's already got way more health than us because he's a demigod. We can just gain brawny. He can become rivals with his mother. Chance of becoming kind, trusting, or lustful. Why does he become rivals with his mother? Is there a reason for that? Is this some... I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. I don't know what that's trying to imply. It's not worth the cost. Well, I mean, it's free to give him the trait Brawny, so we'll absolutely give him the trait Brawny. Obviously, we want to use our learning trait, I guess, on our next son. You know, our true heir. Persia, ravaged by the plague. Trust me, my friend, it is not just Persia. Oh my god. Well, I'm trying to zoom out, but it's taking its time about it. Holy shit. The Deadly Plague is really interesting because it gets all around the world, but rarely ever gets up past, like, the northern parts of UK and the northern parts of Scandinavia there. So, one morning, your daughter Berta comes to see you. She says, I'm worried. Hopefully not just about the plague, I assume. I've heard that you're spending late nights staring at the sky, speaking odd riddles, and entertaining heretical notions about the cosmos. I'm a fucking wizard and a wolf. And this is what worries you. What you heard are lies. That gives us intrigue, I suppose, and that is our lowest stat. Diplomacy -2. No, I don't really want to trade diplomacy for intrigue at this stage. There are strange things out there and I need to see them. I'm only admiring the beauty of the stars. Let's pick this one. 30 prestige. Scare our daughter. That's always good. A good sign. Life in seclusion isn't so bad. After finishing a hearty breakfast, you belch contentedly and remark upon your foresightedness in ensuring Lombardy's larders were well stocked. However, as soon as the words leave your lips, you notice a suddenly panicked look on your servant's face. My duke, you just ate the very last pickled boar's head and skewered dog. Almost all of our other food stocks are nearing exhaustion. Furthermore, your steward continues to drone on, but you are too aghast to listen. No more pickled boar's heads. Let's just go and hunt a cow. Why not? We're a werewolf. I think we're going to be fighting either way. This seems like the ultimate time to be a werewolf. Everyone's scared, they're in seclusion. Just go out and hunt. No one's going to know. You search Lombardy from top to bottom and have come to the realization that there really are no more pickled boar's heads. Not only that, but the other food stocks are nearing exhaustion. Your servant really should have mentioned that. We can implement a system of rationing, giving everyone minus 0.5 health, or I can say tough times ahead and they'll get minus 1 health. So, let's implement a system of rationing. Disaster. Lombardy's rats have managed to find the meager food supplies and have eaten much what remains. Minus 1 food. Oh god. With food supplies dwindling, it's been brought to your attention that the basements of Lombardy contain a large number of rats that could be caught and eaten. I mean, this guy probably has no complaints. So, I'm going to say absolutely yum. Delicious rats. A sudden clatter sends you to run checking on your food supplies. You arrive in the storeroom just to see Madalena emerge, wiping at her mouth. Madalena? I don't even know who you are. Greedy. General opinion minus 20. I've got to do it, haven't I? We're a werewolf, and she looks so delicious. We've got to do it. She's gluttonous as well. She's been fattening herself up. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Delicious. The strong poet Rhino, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. We decided to offer you the position of commander. Is now the time, Frederick. When the whole world is burning, and there's black death everywhere, and I've just finished off my last mouthful of pickled courtier head. Now you think it's the time to make your commander? I don't think so. I've inherited the Burgrave of Palestrina. Thank you. That's a castle. Oh god, not another one. Adalia. She's possessed and drunkard. Ooh, that's pretty good. Use wine to season a lot of meat, so this could be pretty good. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Change remaining food by 1. Nom 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 nom. I mean, we've already got the modifier for eating our courtiers. What's another one? You know, what's another one at that stage, really? What does it say? I'm sure we get a temporary trait or something. Map room. No? We just get cannibal, obviously, which is general opinion minus 10. But, given everything else, I think that's a minor price to pay. We've got such weird traits. Crusader, Kinslayer, Cannibal. A loud awakening. I woke up this morning to the sound of a maid screaming when I saw the bed covered in blood. What did I do last night? Decrease your control. Oh shit, okay, I wonder then if there is a control variable, so a number that counts up and down, depending on how good we are as a character. So I imagine if we were really pious, you know, we had, you know, patient, diligent, maybe that would increase our control, but because we're a cannibal, maybe we're losing control of our werewolf ways. Maybe I've had too much man-flesh. Man-flesh. I should hug and comfort Adon Kahana. Oh, it's been showing signs of the plague. Oh, it's suspected plague. I mean, he's a doctor. He'd know if he had the plague. I should hug and comfort him. And you know, if it is the plague, might just eat him alive. Seems like a good way to clean up the mess, eh? A sudden clatter... Oh, not again. A sudden clatter sends you running to check on your food. You arrive at the storeroom just in time to see Dagas emerge, wiping at her mouth. Looks like meat is back on the menu, boys. Now, here's the thing. We lost all of our remaining food to rats and hungry courtiers. We then ate and butchered, I assume, a courtier, increasing our food by 1. Are our courtiers eating our other courtiers and then we're eating them? Because this is how Mad Cow started. Meat's back on the menu, boys. That's 3 person we've eaten. I hope someone's keeping track in the comments here. 3 people eaten. What has the plague done to us? It really isn't spreading that far north. I suppose because it started in India. It's sort of got a limit to how far it can spread into different climates. So, Middle East ravaged by plague. Well, look, it started to retreat from India already. So, we probably haven't got much longer. I'd say a few more months here in the plague, eating our courtiers. We should be fine. What if you eat a god? Just bring that up casually. What happens if you eat a god? Oh, God. No. Cosimo. Drunk? Drunkard? Gluttonous? Meat's back on the menu, boys. Vassal inheritance warning? Okay, make sure we don't eat Dorothea. Because she's going to go elsewhere if we do. As Sophia grows older. Who? My random Rura kid? Sure. We've got one of the descendants of the founder of Russia in our court. What do we want to do? I mean, we can give her Brawny for free. There you go. You're welcome. It's for all my Russian subscribers out there. That's for you guys. A skilled advisor from the Jewish community I'm sheltering has made his services available to me. Thank you, Makir. Appreciate that. Now, what have we got? Court educator. Makir is actually a valid candidate for that, so there we go. Thank you. Appreciate that. Why don't we give away some titles when we've really got nothing else to do? I mean, the downside to it is that, you know... I mean, they're just going to die of the plague, really. My magnificent cat curled up in its favourite spot by the window last night. I think now that maybe it knew it did not have long left in the world. At least it went peacefully. I mean, I could skewer it and eat it, seeing as I've been doing that with just about everything else in this damn castle. And we have run out of food. I shall invite the whole court to celebrate the adventurous life of my cat. Your cat would be honoured. Sure, why not? When you have the lunatic trait, you get a... I'm not going to spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it. If you've got the lunatic trait and you want to bury your pet cat, you get a really good outcome out of that. Oh, God. Filippo, you know the consequence for this. You know the price that has to be paid for eating. Maybe they're into it. He was a hedonist. Maybe that's like his, maybe that's his kink. I've decided to institute the moderate regulation law, all that's needed is support of your vassals and my other loyal vassals. Alchemist? How come you've got that, but I haven't? I didn't realize there were actual traits associated with it. We probably left the Magic Society or the Magic Focus way too early then. Oh, that's a shame. Well, now we know that that's actually a thing. We should definitely try and pick those up when we're playing as a character that's, you know, potentially immortal. What if a god marries a demigod? Do they count demigod or god? I doubt there's like 3/4 gods. And then what if you marry that person off to a god? Could we eventually, like, you know, dilute down the humans so much that we become just pure god? Alright. Moderate regulation. Now that affects cities, so I'm fine with that. I'm fine with more city tax, to be honest with you. Somebody seems to be moving into my retinues. Now, we're going to get a defensive bonus here. They're probably going to win, though, to be honest with you. We have no commanders. Oh, that coughing. Let me zoom out. The studies you've conducted in your observatory have convinced you that there are things beyond the known cosmos. There are a few sources and no one to share the knowledge with you, however. I would go and see this man in the Arabian desert. Your daughter Berta has asked you to consider her for the position of steward. I'm considering you, alright? You're pretty good. Absolutely not. You know what? In hindsight, Ansel is better. Battle of Monza, defeat. Well, the Black Death is slowly leaving, leaving what's left of the Byzantine Empire. There, I suppose, room now, isn't it? Yeah. Bisons? As in, like, is that some relative relation to the Byzantines? Sure. The Necronomicon. You arrive at the abode of the strange old scholar Ibrahim. After some persuasion, he invites you in. You speak at length, and he tells you of the scholar Abdul the Mad, who knew many things of the strange spheres beyond, and of talking beings that are not human. Oh, right, okay. Comma. And of talking beings that are not human. You find out that Abdul the Mad wrote a book called the Necronomicon, in which he recorded many strange and unholy truths. Ibrahim says that he is impressed by your sincerity and desire for knowledge. He can sell you a copy of the book. He tells you to be aware, however, as too much intense study of the Necronomicon is said to drive the reader insane. I must have it. Elephant Rhino received a beautiful new the Necronomicon. Well, that would go nicely with our Lesser Key and Greater Key of Solomon. The Necronomicon. Learning +5, Diplomacy +1, monthly piety in the toilet. We're still getting more than enough, though. Thanks to the Iron Crown of Lombardy. That's really helping buff and stuff. Our learning is apparently really, really high. Enough to cancel it out. Wow, that's kind of weird. Normally, that's not the case. Normally, when you get the Necronomicon, you're definitely in minus, but because we're just such a learningful character. Learningful? We're such a learned character, it's ironic, that we have more than enough piety to cancel out. Sure. Do we want to go to a gathering of friends? My friend, have you looked out the window? There's piles of bodies. Do you know how many people I've eaten? Of course I'll come. Delicious people. Managed to blame the monks and a nearby monastery for one of my more sensuous songs of courtly love. Lie to my confessor, gain the trait deceitful, or lose the trait lustful. No, I will keep lustful and potentially gain deceitful instead then, thank you very much. Seems like a pretty easy choice if you ask me. Alright, the plague, it's leaving. My son, Odinetto de Elephant, came out as an Eldritch Scholar and a Misguided Warrior. Weird. Wonder what that is. Maybe because they have Brawny? I'm not really sure. Very good. I have failed him. Can get an Erudite, or a chance of him becoming kind. Yeah, no, absolutely take Erudite. Grew my heir. 21 learning. He is a demigod. He's not that great, all things considered. You know, considering he has that demigod blood, you'd imagine him to be a lot better. Is there something we can take beforehand? Become a saint. I'm going to be honest, probably not going to happen. Change of province culture. Again, irrelevant until we become a Lycan. Then it will be relevant. Remove nickname. Our nickname is pretty good. Befriend the Kaiser, befriend the Pope, win a war, become Emperor, personal combat, have 5 children, become independent, become a king. Become a king will allow us to fabricate king-level claims. So let's do that. Just that small chance of getting a claim on the whole of Norway for once rather than having to go in between each province. So the reason we haven't been getting claims is because our Chancellor is in seclusion. Hopefully he'll disappear soon. Don't know why he was in seclusion, seeing he's up in Norway where the plague wasn't, you know. Working in your observatory, you're often disturbed by strange noises, uncannily large insects carrying away smaller pieces of equipment, and odd, human-like figures spying on you and then disappearing into the night. I must focus. Did we get stressed? I don't think we did. No, we're good. Loud complaints have become less frequent. Instead, an unbearable stench is now coming from the other side of the wall. It appears a way of showing disapproval. The colonists have started leaving all of their dead in a big pile outside the gates. Guards, get rid of that smell. So this gives us a chance of getting the disease, but the other option was everybody in our court dislikes us by -10, so not going to happen. I want to become king. Let's get it started. I suggested to Duke Engelbert that we bring out the board and play to see who is a better strategist. He has accepted on the condition we play for money. Well, we're a game master, so you've just lost yourself some gold, my friend. Oh, shit. Really? Wow, he won. We played for a few hours, the tides of fortune ebbing and flowing as I tried to attack my opponent's positions without opening my defense too much. Eventually, however, I made a fatal mistake and lost the game. You know, for a guy with 40 learning in Game Master, you really have no excuse. Oh, we didn't even eat anyone. Well, that was a bit of a waste of time, wasn't it? The Knights Templar now forbid women in the order. Come on, it's 1122. Current year. My wife Cracker is pregnant. Okay, well, we got something good out of being in seclusion, I guess. Probably bored. Sophia, you can become ambitious. Suspected monster, decrease control. Oh, shit. Careful. I assume that's just whenever we lose suspected monster, we're just gaining it again because we are, you know, a cannibal. Sure, I'll come to another carousing event. We probably don't want to do that too often because it's going to stop us getting other events as well. Oh, God, here we go. The book you bought from the strange desert scholar is proving quite useful in gaining new ideas and insights into your studies of the stars and what lies beyond. It does, however, contain some disturbing text and images. Things that lead towards a level of understanding that might make one mad. Gain 200 cultural tech points, and gain the trait Lunatic. Oh, we didn't gain Lunatic. I actually wanted Lunatic. Huh. Well, I guess we'll have to settle for Cannibal, I guess. We can join Lucifer's Own, by the way. Obviously, being a cannibal, they're probably quite a big fan of that, I guess. Alright, let's do it. I've arrived at the private rooms of Herman, my good friend Herman, who's a monster hunter. Oh, shit, what have we done? Is that a drink? Is it something someone said? I don't remember, honestly, but someone has to pay. Fight. Oh, no, don't fight a monster hunter, you fool. At the last moment, he ran out after throwing a chair at me and making me stumble. I searched from everywhere, but I couldn't find him. Maybe it's just as well. I'm not even angry anymore. Okay, he ran away. What a coward. Some monster hunter you are. Well, the play's gone. Let's open the gates. Whew. We got up to a lot of adventures in our castle, you know. We really did a lot. Okay, our son can be our marshal, because he's actually not a terrible marshal, all things considered. Organize the army. Yep, that's fine. What can we do now, then? Search for a smith. Again. And a claim on the Thanage of Hordaland. Thank you. We might as well move him anyway. Seeing as we've already got a claim on all the other provinces in that duchy, right? Do we want to go carousing again? People love inviting us carousing. It's because we've got the Game Master trait, so why not? Oh no, a stillborn son. Shit. Again, we've already got a good son, but, you know, a chance at a better son is not something I'd pass up. Great wisdom comes to those who study the world and learn from it. Your studies of the stars and other things beyond this world have taken you on very strange paths, and your learning has increased immeasurably since you started. Apparently it's not immeasurably, seeing as we can measure it. It's +1. It's like the opposite of immeasurably. Okay, let's go fabricate claims then on the southern province. Chance of getting the duchy there as well, because it is the sort of base ducal province there. Designated regent, you'll do. A vassal, sure. Court educator, someone with high learning, preferably. You'll do. My son, yeah, no, that's absolutely optimal. Master of the horse, you'll do. Is that Christmas music? It is truly a mad world. I mean, it's breaking my immersion a little bit. You know, I am a man-eating werewolf, literally and physically. Wasn't really expecting Yuletide songs. It is December, or it was around December in the game, so, you know, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. And thank you for watching.